Lately, it feels like the entire industry is shifting.
The whole time we've been working with Adobe Premiere Pro. But in the past few months, maybe even years, we've been struggling with Premiere. I guess I'm switched over to DaVinci now.
Every editor, videographer, motion designer I know seems to be switching to DaVinci Resolve.
For my content creation business, DaVinci Resolve is probably the solution for you.
This program has drastically improved my overall quality of life.
5 reasons that are worth switching over to DaVinci, especially if you're coming from Premiere or Final Cut.
Then, in a moment of desperation, I looked into DaVinci Resolve.
Yet, a lot of people are still scared to make the switch. But why?
Premiere has way more plugins.
Currently, it is much easier to find the tutorials and resources you need for Premiere Pro and After Effects compared to Resolve.
I have to say, After Effects is unquestionably more intelligent and intuitive than Fusion.
Is that even true? You don't have to worry about that anymore, and let me show you how I would learn DaVinci Resolve if I had to start all over again. 1984. DaVinci is born at DaVinci Systems, not as a software but as a high-end Hollywood color grading system. 2009. Blackmagic design takes over and everything changes. Over the years, they don't just improve DaVinci, they completely transform it. 2018. Fusion joins the ecosystem. From that moment on, DaVinci Resolve is no longer just a color tool, it becomes one of the most powerful post-production platforms in the market. Let me ask you something. Do you think you will beat the final boss of your video game and you're level 1? This is the mistake that everyone is doing when they start learning DaVinci Resolve. And of course, I did too. I remember when I started, I jumped straight to Fusion trying to replicate that 3D Timecode style at that time. It was a huge mistake. Sure, I learned compositing, I learned 3D, but months later, I realized something important. I didn't even know what video editing really is. So start with the edit page, get comfortable with it, learn how to cut, how to do transition, and how to give a rhythm to your video. Build a solid foundation first, only then will you be truly ready to level up. This is where it gets a bit complicated. Welcome to the editor's nightmare. Relax, it's actually simple. Look at our video. In Fusion, this is called a node. It has inputs and output. To put the text on the top of the video, we use a merge node. Video goes into the yellow input, text goes into the green input. And it's done. Simple, alright? Now let's add an effect. For example, a blur. In Fusion, we don't put effects on top, we put them in the flow. If the blur is here, it blurs everything. If we want to blur only the text, we put it here. And if we want to blur only the video, there are hundreds of nodes. Don't learn them all at once. Just understand how the flow works. Once you get that, you realize Fusion is actually powerful than anything else. This is where your flat, boring footage comes to life. Look at this. Not this one. Much better, right? Color grading is one of the most important parts of your video. It conveys emotion through colors and tones. But before jumping into advanced color grading, you need to master the fundamentals first, the primary corrections. Learn how to fix your exposure, your contrast, how to get a perfect white balance. Because here is the truth, if your primaries aren't clean, your final image will never look right. But here is the most important part. Don't be afraid to fail. You will make mistakes, you will get lost in notes, you will make some ugly color grades, but that's okay. That's how we get better. the excuse that everyone uses to avoid DaVinci Resolve. But don't worry, I've got you. I've prepared for you my best resources and tutorials that I personally learned from over my last year of experience. And from now, you're not going to be alone anymore because I'm going to share everything that I know in this channel. That was Shiva. Thank you for hearing me and see you soon.